face of absolute despair. But here she was, making jam out of soft berries, as Papa used to say. A wave of pride washed over her, and she sat back on her heels, surveying the scene before her. This was it. She could feel it. Her client would be thrilled and remunerate her generously and whisper her name to the other wealthy ladies of society. Why, it wouldn't be long until she needed to employ other women to assist with the volume of detective work that was sure to be coming her way. The heavy thud of feet moving along the hall reverberated through the floor, and Albertine froze, looking about the room. There was nowhere to hide. The footsteps neared. Rather stupidly, now it seemed at least, she'd given scant consideration to the size of 20 letters and their corresponding envelopes. She couldn't just carry them out in her hand, and her costume left very little to the imagination. The handle of the study door rattled. Had she locked it? The knob turned, and Albertine ground her back teeth. She hadn't locked it. Shoving the packets into the bodice of her dress, she forced them down until they lay across the lower portion of her bust. Her eyebrows raised. The bulk of paper gave her a very pleasing shape. She would be sure to mention this effect to her modiste next time she visited. The door swung open, and Albertine tugged at her neckline, ensuring her newly enhanced curves were on display. Her stomach twisted as the colossal figure of Lord Grendel stumbled through the doorway. He released a belch, wiping at his ruddy face with his jacket sleeve. Their gazes caught, and his foxy eyes narrowed.
"I say, what the devil is Cleopatra doing in my study?"
Albertine swallowed hard and moved out from behind the desk, kicking at the still-open drawer with her foot as she did so. She held the Lord's watery gaze and undulated her hips, moving with a languid slowness until she came to rest against the curved edge of the table. "I've been waiting for you." She paused. Was his name Taylor? Or Jack? For the life of her, she couldn't remember. "Your lordship." He belched again, and she worked to keep her expression eager. The man really was a pig.
"Have you just?"
Albertine arched her back, thrusting her now ample bust upward. "I was hoping to get a moment alone with you." She closed her eyes, threw a hand against her forehead, and risked a glance at him under lowered lids. Surely he would not fall for this codswallop. His blurry gaze lingered coarsely on her chest.
"Is that so? Come here, then, wench."
He advanced toward her. "Wait!" Albertine winced at the pitch of her voice, high enough to shatter glass. She inhaled deeply and forced herself to speak slow and sensual. "That is to say, do you like games, my lord?" He paused behind an overstuffed chair.
"I like a saucy wench."
"Well, my lord," she ran her tongue along her bottom lip, "I am the most sauciest. His face contorted, a lip lifted in confusion, and Albertine pressed on, fearing she'd lost him. "Saucy beyond your wildest dreams." She purred like a cat and made a little scratching motion in the air. Lord Grendel chortled loudly.
"Oh, I say, that's more like it."
He moved around the chair and lowered himself into it with a grunt, releasing a straining button from his waistcoat. His stomach slumped out from between the jacket folds.
"All right, kitten. Show me your claws."
Albertine stared at him blankly for a moment, unsure of how to continue. She purred and clawed at the air again, this time louder. The movement seemed to whip the fellow into a frenzy. Oh my. He gripped the arms of the chair, panting heavily.
"Oh, yes. Show Papa some sugar."
Albertine blinked rapidly, trying not to grimace.
"Wait!"
he cried. With surprising speed for a man of his size, he leaped from the armchair and closed the door, turning the latch with a clank that echoed through the silent room. Albertine...